Carlton's dressing room at Melbourne Cricket Ground, where players are preparing to contest the Blues' third successive grand final. They've come through the hard way, going down to Collingwood, their rivals today, by 10 points in the second semi-final, and beating St Kilda by 62 points in the preliminary final. 3 times they've played Collingwood this season, and 3 times they've been beaten, but have produced their best form in the final series. Although generally considered underdogs, Carlton are confident their greater experience will give them the edge over the Magpies. Collingwood maintains the team that defeated Carlton in the second semi. They've been beaten 4 times during the season by Essendon, South Melbourne, Richmond and Hawthorn, largely due to inaccurate goal kicking. Ironically, though, their most resounding victory was over Carlton, whom they defeated by 77 points in the second round. A record crowd of 121,696 hailed field umpire Don Jolly officiating in his first grand final, and boundary umpires Mitchell and Williams. Here comes Collingwood captained by Terry Waters, a 1969 All-Australian player. Giant centre half-forward Len Thompson, one of several of the Magpies' big men, is in the team, following recovery from a leg infection which restricted his training for today's clash. John Nichols leads Carlton. Along with first ruck partner Sergio Silvani, Nichols is playing in a V.F.L grand final for the 4th time. At the peak of a remarkable career, Nichols first represented the state in 1959 and last year was chosen All-Australian captain. Ron Barassi, on the verge of completing his second 3-year term with Carlton, has an added incentive to steer his team to victory. He appreciates how difficult that will be, but few relish a challenge more than Barassi. Nichols wins the toss and elects to kick to the punt road end, which is favoured by a slight breeze. Conditions are perfect and the surface fast. This is the 3rd time Bob Rose has coached Collingwood to a grand final. In '64 they lost by 4 points, and in '66 by a single point. So he knows the meaning of tension. Nichols wins the knockout, directing the ball to Jackson, but a free is paid against Nichols. With a long punt kick, Jenkin drives Collingwood into attack, but they meet stout defence. Cleverly spoiling Max Richardson, Mulcair intercepts Thompson's kick, but regaining possession, Thompson kicks for Wayne Richardson. The Magpies' vice-captain puts the first point on the board in the opening seconds. Settling down better than Carlton, Collingwood are more positive in attack. Waters beats Crane to mark. Spoiling full-forward McKenna's attempt to mark, Paul gives Carlton a chance to stem Collingwood's drive. But under pressure, Carlton's handling is indecisive, and they hurry their kicks. Continually hammering away at goal, Collingwood are in another scoring position. Bursting out of a pack, Britt has a shot, but the ball strikes a post, and it's a behind. Muffled by Collingwood's blistering pace, Carlton's defence is ragged. Tearing through a pack in characteristic style, Tottenham snaps the first goal after 5 minutes. With Collingwood monopolising play, Carlton are making fundamental mistakes, and Mulcair has a free paid against him for throwing the ball. Although dictating the pace of the game, Collingwood's kicking tends to be inaccurate, and Wayne Richardson's kick is wide for a behind. Hall and McKenna are having a torrid battle. Anxious to seize any opportunity, the Magpies again threaten the Blues' goal, but neither Britt or Tottenham is able to gather, and with Crosswell in defence, the ball rolls out of bounds. Cleverly positioning himself, McKenna beats Hall. The mark is paid, and Collingwood's record-breaking goal kicker is right on target for his first of the match and his 138th of the season. On the rare occasions Carlton go forward, Collingwood's defence is reliable in the air and turn their attacks. Jenkin marks strongly over Nichols. Slightly overrunning the ball, Gill fails to mark, and ball handling tends to be uncertain. Wait to Croswell. Carlton's kicking lacks assurance, and on the bench, Barassi is experiencing many tense moments. Sparking off another Collingwood attack, Thompson and Max Richardson combine to give McKenna a chance. Unable to break away from Hall, McKenna handballs to Britt, who snaps Collingwood's third goal. With Collingwood establishing a handy lead, Nichols drives the Blues forward. Croswell and Jesaulenko for Carlton battle for the ball with Clifton and O'Callaghan. Jesaulenko gets a pass to Croswell. Unsettled, he kicks hurriedly and wide for a behind. But after 23 minutes, Carlton score their first point. Carlton again are within kicking range, but Jones is surrounded by eager defenders who turn the Blues back. Tully passes to Greening on the flank. He kicks towards the centre, but keenly anticipating Mackay comes through at full pace to send Carlton back into attack. Up goes Jones, Jesaulenko, Clifton and Eakins. Croswell is there to rush a behind. Nichols is striving to lift Carlton as once more they go forward. A magnificent chest mark by Jesaulenko in front of Clifton. He's about 35 yards out and in line with the goalposts. This could be Carlton's first goal. But the kick is offline for only a behind. More definite in their approach, Collingwood gives McKenna several opportunities. Through the centre for his second and Collingwood's fourth goal. Carlton are held goalless in the first quarter and receive another of Barassi's famed orations, vigorously urging his players to settle down and get into the game. Collingwood are more composed, but Bob Rose warns against complacency and stresses more care when kicking at goal. Carlton surge straight into attack as Nichols wins the knockout from Jenkin. Silvani passes to Jackson on the flank. A tense struggle for possession in the goal square is inconclusive, so umpire Jolly orders ball up. Jones wins the hit out, but Adamson gathers. Gallagher is paid a free within a minute of the quarter starting. And there's Carlton's first goal. But Collingwood strike back less than a minute later. McKenna's long-range shot never faltering. Nichols is not given any latitude by the Magpie defenders, but he's hard and tame. Charging through, he makes heavy contact with Britt. Carlton continue going forward with Gill in possession as a scuffle develops. Order is quickly restored. Gallagher breaks away, with players going in hard.